Hello, Workplace Math 10 students. This is the ninth lesson on charts that we'll be looking at. And today we're actually not looking at something that's specifically a chart, but something that we can use to organize data, a lot of data, into meaningful bins, as we might call it, so that we can then easily create a chart. So this concept will be of tally charts will be combined with the idea of a histogram in the next lesson. So we are going to quickly take a look at what the assignment is that you'll see. So this is going to be called G9, and the mathletics assignment is called tally charts. So let's take a look at this. So as we've already gone through, we have been discussing line graphs, we've discussed bar graphs, we discussed pie graphs, and last lesson we discussed very quickly pictographs. And today we are going to be looking at tally charts. So we just really have one more section after this, which is the histograms, which goes hand in hand with the tally charts. So what is a tally chart? Well, a tally chart is basically taking raw data. And I know that this looks like a lot of numbers, but in reality, when sometimes you're doing surveys or something and you collect, let's say you survey 100,000 people, you have to organize all of that data into meaningful bins that you can then create charts with. So a tally chart is a way of taking large amounts of numbers and then combining them into sort of organization, so we know that there are zero, some people have 0 TV sets in this case, and when we tally up all the values that are 0, it adds up to 5. And notice that with a tally that when we do 5, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a cross through it indicates 5. So once again, tally charts are used to organize numerical or even categorical data into what we call meaningful bins. So let's take a look at a few questions you will see in your mathletics assignment. So in here, there will be a question that says a survey of the number of pets was taken. The data was then organized in the tally chart as shown. One tally has been recorded incorrectly. Click the cell in the tally chart that contains data displayed incorrectly. Well, what we're going to see here is that, first of all, this tally chart is showing us the number of pets. So this is the number of pets. And over here, basically what they've done is we have 25 numbers here. So 5 by 5. And basically, they asked the people, how many pets do you have? And so some people answered 0, some people answered 1, some people answered 2, some people answered 3. Now we can also see here that it gives us a little hint that when we are going to record 5 as the total number, we would put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a slash through for 5. Now, in reality, what we would want to do is we want to tally up all of these. So if I were to look at all the zeros, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so this looks right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a slash through 5. Now, if I look at the ones, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 plus 4 is 9, so that looks right as well. Now, for 2s, though, what we have here is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, at first glance, this looks correct, but are we supposed to represent 5 with 5 lines, or are we supposed to put 4 lines in a slash? Well, we're supposed to put 4 lines in a slash, so this is in fact not correct, and why when we click on this, this will be the correct answer. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So I'm just going to stop share here and then just come back to this just to clear off the screen. So let's take a look at another one here. So this one says a survey of the number of siblings was taken. The data was then organized in the tally chart as shown. One tally has been recorded incorrectly. Click the cell in the tally chart that contains data displayed incorrectly. So once again here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 30. 6 times 5 is 30 different numbers. And so basically they are saying that there is from 0 to 4 siblings that people had for their answer. Now, we could go through each of these, absolutely, but basically what we're going to see here is that when we look at 4, the number 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is actually not entered correctly. In fact, what we should have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2. But all they have is the 2 lines. So when we click on this, it will be the right answer because there should have been 7 that were entered there. So to stop share there and then bring it back one more time. So let's take a look at the last example here. So in this case here, this is a little bit interesting. So we work through this and let's take a look at the number 2 here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the way this should have been written would have been 1, 2, 3, 4 with a cross through and then 1. But what they did was they put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then another cross through, which is 6, but that's not the right way to tally. And so this was incorrectly entered. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So basically what is important when we're doing tally charts is obviously that we are able to organize them into meaningful bins, in this case the different types of number sets that we have, and then tally up how many of those different types of numbers we see. But when we tally, if we don't use this standard of 4 lines and then a 5th one crossed through to represent 5, then it's not correctly entered. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Thanks for watching, and give the Mathletics assignment a try.